Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from theshrinkingpastor.com.
And together, the three of us, we are Mark Woodman's Breakfast
too.
Club. Welcome back to Tobacco Advent 2014, Day 10.
You look like a contestant on American Idol.
With this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The jazz hands and everything. So, as boys get in the tobacco, we got to think, Seth came up with, of course, as soon as we stopped recording, one of the best Christmas movies, theatrical releases ever. And that was
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Absolutely the best movie that stars, among others, Pia Zadora.
God bless you.
Yes. And it is really the best, worst Christmas movie ever. If you haven't seen that movie, go see it.
It's public domain, so you can find it anywhere.
On YouTube, then.
Yeah, probably.
It's so bad.
It is number 1 or number 2 on just about every list ever of worst movies ever. It's terrible. Go watch it.
I think we have it on DVD. So.
I do, yeah.
So bad.
Anyway, we probably paid $2 for it or something.
Yesterday's Tobacco from Mike Miller, Sugar Barrel. What'd you think?
I liked it. I could see because of the thin cut and because of how dry it was when we got it burning really hot, but it didn't. It was fine. I enjoyed it.
It took me a moment to like it. Initially, I thought it was kind of harsh, but once the whole bowl got to going, I really did like it.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Mike. That was good stuff.
And that's one that Mike predicted you would like.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He predicted that you would really, really like that one.
Well, cool. All right, so we're about to smoke from... Will you say it?
From Hamish McDowell, again. Havana Club by...
I assume this came from Piper McGee.
No.
Hamish, thank you.
No. Tewksbury and Company from Denver, Colorado.
That's why.
Named in honor of Cuba's best-known rums, this is a tasty blend of mature African-grown Virginia tobaccos with fire-cured black Cavendish and mild burleys that produce an excellent smoke. Then, just for fun, we add dark rum and vanilla bean extracts. The result is a medium-bodied aromatic mix that we could only call Havana Club.
This will remind us of Desi Arnaz.
I'm a bad person.
Oh?
I read this African-grown Virginia, and being a terrible human being, I thought, that's not the way we've been doing it. Usually, in the United States, they're Virginia-grown Africans, but I digress.
That was terrible.
I know!
Those are the sort of things that you're not even using your inside voice. You should use your inside voice.
You don't verbalize on a YouTube channel. Dark humor, everyone. Don't spend too much time on Reddit, or you'll catch the dark humor.
So here we go. Question of the day. What is your favorite animated, made-for-television Christmas show or movie? And by animated, we're going to go beyond just cartoon. We'll go into claymation as well. All right? So this is going to include, we already mentioned the Charlie Brown special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Grinch Stole Christmas. How many other animated ones can you think of?
I don't know. Did Dick Van Dyke do a Christmas movie?
I don't think so.
He's awfully animated.
I know that Every Day's an Holiday with Mary. Also done with a horrible British accent, just like Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that just opens it wide up.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably Rudolph with the Land of Misfit Toys and the what was that dentist's?
Charlie.
Yeah.
No,
not Charlie.
Nobody wants a Charlie in the box.
Yeah. What's the dentist's name?
Herbie.
That's right. Yeah, I like that one.
Why am I such a misfit? That's a great one. I mean, that's got, again, we already mentioned Burl Ives singing Holly Jolly Christmas. That one's got Yukon Cornelius looking for gold.
I mean, there's a reason that is still shown every year. Because it's good. It's classic.
It gets edited pretty bad, though.
Does it?
Yeah, there's some really bad edits in it. They keep shortening it. Fit more commercials in. Charlie Brown Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas is it for me. I love all those shows. I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Partially because it came out when I was a kid. I remember sitting in Robert Gatton's bedroom. He had a bedroom in what was a converted attic. And we watched that show the year it came out. I believe it was the year it came out. And so I was probably 8 or 9 years old at the time. I should check that. You keep talking. And thinking that was just the coolest thing ever because it looked like puppets. You know? Never seen anything like it. But for me, the Charlie Brown Christmas is where it's at. I mean, it's a story of redemption. You got the cool thing with the Christmas tree that Charlie just loved, that sad little Christmas tree, and how with love and care and support from his friends, it became a pretty awesome Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
Charlie Brown was always too slow.
It is slow.
For me. Especially as a kid. I mean, it's not for kids. And so, not really. It's not for kids today. Because it's just too slow. But, I like the story. It's just
having
so
trouble keeping
sad
this lit.
and mopey. It's like if they took all of Winnie the Pooh's characters out and just made a show about Eeyore.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That first aired December 6, 1964. That was a year after I was born. So forget that whole story about Robert Gatton's house and being the first time it was ever on. It wasn't Robert Gatton's house, and I think it was the first time I'd ever seen it. But,
well,
wow.
And there's some cool stuff. If you get a chance to look that up, that wasn't going to air. They had done that based on the comic strip, I think, and then decided that it was not child appropriate. That it wasn't child... Basically, it wasn't interesting enough for children.
One? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Charlie Brown. And so the executives were going to not show it. They were going to pull it. And then something ended up happening with what they were going to air, and so they decided to show it, and it was like the highest rated show they had ever. And so they ended up playing it several more times, and it became just this huge phenomenon.
You got Linus telling the biblical story of the birth of Christ.
And that may have been it.
That's probably what it was.
There was something in there that they didn't like, and they either weren't going to play it or they were going to make it be strongly edited. And they ended up kind of having no choice but to show it, and they were shocked at how well it did.
Wow. Well, how about you? What's your favorite animated Christmas special? You know, there's other Christmas specials, made-for-TV specials. Remember there was a story about the house without a Christmas tree or something like that was on when I was a kid. That was weird because Dad hated Christmas and the young girl in the house wanted a Christmas tree. And it was all tied into the death of her mom and his memories of Christmas and blah, blah, blah. But I remember that show touched me as a young kid because it made me realize for the first time that there are other people experiencing Christmas in a different way than I had. And thinking about that, you know, be like losing a mom. Surprised it wasn't a Disney movie because, you know, in Disney movies, got to kill the parents off pretty quickly.
Yeah. If not all, at least most. Mm-hmm. Well, let us know what your favorite animated Christmas special made for TV.
Write it in the comments.
That's right.
We'll tell you tomorrow what we think of Hamish's tobacco. In the meantime,
Tewksbury.
Wait a second. Tomorrow's what day?
Hey, tomorrow is Marco Ben's Breakfast Club. So there will be 2 postings tomorrow: Marco Ben's Breakfast Club and Tobacco Advent Day 11.
All right. We'll see you then.
See you in the morning.